Hello, welcome in this video 40 seconds 40-second day. So I want to jump right into the question I'm wanting to explore a bit with you, which is, what do you do that works for you when you want attention or support? The energy I'm feeling right now is a bit different from what I felt when I started the video in French. But what happened to me that I want to share with you is that I felt excited about remembering that I had this possibility of starting this video practice, continue this video experiment. And when I started it in French, and I'm glad to continue it right here, right now in English, even if I don't know exactly what's going to come up. What I want to say is that just before starting this video in French, there was a moment where I was uncomfortable with myself. I still wonder if there was a little bit of shame about it. I think there was some kind of shame about it. Something along the lines of me telling myself that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to continue connecting and feel love in the world. This narrative that creates shame, that says you don't belong, you're not deserving love, something like that. Some studies show that we all have that, even if we don't talk about it. So, in other words, I was going through something that wasn't pleasant and uncomfortable, close to the feeling of shame, if not shame. And I remembered that I wanted to connect with someone else to help me get out of this discomfort, get out of this shitty narrative that basically says we don't belong, we're not loved, we're not enough, those kind of things. And so connect and finding the empathy with another human being. I wanted to get some support, and I reached out to 13 people and nobody was available. And so I questioned, what is it I want to do now? And I remembered that I could do these videos. And I did it. I just find myself, just this morning, there was a lot of things I wanted to do, and I couldn't move forward much. So I was not very pleased with myself, with the way I was using my time and energy. I didn't have a sense that I was moving forward, and that was not satisfying. But when I thought that I could do this video, something shifted. Quality of presence that removes action, the blocks of action. I call it empathy. So it seems that there was some empathy around there. Right after reaching out to 13 people and having no yeses yet, suddenly I had this idea of doing this video, and I'm doing it right now, right here. And in doing so, I have the sense that I'm moving forward, because doing those videos are part of the things I want to do every day. So I am doing some of the things that I want to be doing every day. And so there's something about congruency, coherence, and alignment and harmony with myself and with what I want to be doing, which brings a sense of satisfaction. And I appreciate that. I appreciate feeling satisfaction rather than feeling dissatisfaction. And I like the idea that satisfaction is when you know what you want and moving in direction of what you want. So whenever you and I want some attention, some connection, and for some reason it seems that it's not available, what do we do that still work? What do we do that still allow the possibility of connecting with someone else or with ourselves? We have many strategies for doing so. Sometimes some people find a connection in going into the wood, in a cabin, and write. And for me right now it is doing this video. And I'm curious, what do you do sometimes? What works for you? So I could start a sentence which would say, one of the things I do that works for me when I want attention or support is, and you can play with finishing the sentence as many times as you want. One thing I do that works for me when I want attention or support is, one thing I do, one of the things I do that works for me, one of the things I do that work for me when I want attention or connection or support or empathy is, well, one thing I do is to make space for feeling what I feel, as I just did. Another thing that I do is exploring what is it I want, and one way of doing that is to say, one thing I want is. I could do it now. One thing I want right now is taking the time to feel what I feel. And the fun thing is that I'm doing it. So I feel satisfied doing exactly what I want to do. So I'm wondering, are you doing what you want to do? Do you know what you're wanting? Now I just think of a topic where it feels a bit less easy for me to feel comfortable with. Welcome in the video. And so whenever we have topics around which we want to move forward, but for some reasons we don't feel super great about it in a moment, what do we do that helps us, you, me, and all of us? What do we do that helps us feel a tiny bit better or way better whenever we're wanting to explore a topic, but for some reasons we don't feel super great about it yet? Does it sometimes I change the topic. I accept that it may be not the best moment to think about that topic right now. Maybe it would be easier to think about a topic if you're way better and come back to this topic that is a bit challenging later. It makes sense. And there's also moments where for some reasons I really want to I have a strong desire to move forward on that topic. Let it be money or relationships or career or health or sex. So whenever we are strongly desiring to move forward, but for some reason it's hard. For me, one thing that works for me when I'm struggling with a topic that I want to move forward with, is to get some support, to get some connection with someone that might help me change the way I'm looking at the situation. And sometimes reaching out to someone else take the form of me doing a live video, like right now. I don't see you, I don't read you, unless you write something in the comment, and that you're watching live, because anyway, if you write after, during the replay, I would see the comment, but not right now, as I'm doing this video. So anyway, right now, I don't see you, I don't see your face, I don't see your writings. I am with myself, with what I feel, with what I'm saying, what my senses captures, or what my brain filters about all the things that my senses captures, receive. Anyway, so I think I'm losing myself a bit here. So what is it I'm talking about here? Let me check. I think, I'm exploring the topic of what is it we do that works for us whenever we want some support on anything, on any topic, or any situations, or any challenges, or any questions, rather than calling it problems, any question we have. So, in other words, I think it would be nice to articulate the question we have. So, do you have a question right now that you're willing to explore or that you want to name? Do I have a question right now that I want to name and explore right in this moment? So, one thing we could do is play this game, which is one question I have right now is one question that I really would love to explore right now is. So we can play again. You start the sentence and you let your brain finish it. One question I want to explore right now is how can I enjoy even more my job and allow resources, including financial resource, to come in more and more easily and more with congruency with my values? I like that question. Do you want to find out if you found a valuable question for you? You can, if you're on replay, push 10 seconds forward or 20 or 30 and listen to what I just did and see if it inspires you to find out. So now that I expressed my question, how do I feel with the question? Am I ready to make space for what I feel about the question, knowing that what I'm interested in is finding the quality of presence that removes blocks of actions towards what's desired. And right now, I don't have like a clear idea of what I could do to enjoy more my work, which is what I'm doing right now. I am at work. I am offering time. I'm giving time to myself and to you. And as a result, I'm creating a video that you can watch. So how can I enjoy even more my job, including what I'm doing right now, and allow more resources to come in, including financially, in a way that is in harmony with my values and that feels more and more enjoyable. One thing that just came up, which is a good sign, it seems that there's a quality of presence right here that is removing actions, which is good. That's what I'm looking for. Things that I can acknowledge what is already working in the work I'm doing and in the way I'm receiving support, including financially. So it works for me to do these videos. It works for me to make space for what I feel. It works for me to make space for what I want to do, for what I want to explore. It's fun to do that. That's something that I really enjoy about my work. In terms of support, I'm receiving money and I'm not sure I want to explore right here the sources out loud. What are the sources of money I'm right here right now? What I'm wondering is what is it I'm willing to speak right now out loud about what I'm appreciating in the support I'm receiving. I guess that's interesting because I'm back with the work. The work is that there's some kind of shame going on here. It's like there's a kind of narrative in me that kind of says that where I am and the way I'm receiving support is kind of says that I'm not enough, I'm not successful enough, I'm not a man enough, I'm not viril, French word, but in English does it work? Viril enough. Um, so yes, there is some shame that just came in the background and kind of was in the way of me speaking and acknowledging what is already working in my life. And for me, that speaks that in terms of shame, there's also shame around me continuing saying what I want in terms of support. You know, there's even some shame around me wanting to say that I would like to receive money for doing what I'm doing, you know, right now. And okay, so the shame says basically that like something like, who am I to be wanting to receive financial support for something that I'm enjoying doing? You know, there's something like this belief that sometimes we should do what we should do what we love doing for free, because you know, if we love it, we shouldn't be paid for that, right? That's an old belief. I don't, but there's still something in me that just is kind of activated part, and I'm voicing it, and as I'm voicing it, it makes it more visible and less powerful. It has less power on me. Right now, I'm again feeling some kind of shame. There's a narrative that says that what I'm saying is bullshit, that I'm getting confused, that I'm not clear, that what I'm bringing up is not valuable to people. and it hurts. My belly hurts when I think that. It hurts. So I go back to the initial question, which is when it hurts in our lives. When it hurts. Some, it happens to all of us. We have moments where it hurts. Sometimes it hurts badly. Sometimes it hurts a little bit. Sometimes it hurts extremely. What do we do? What do you do? What do I do that works when it hurts? Where do we find the empathy, the acceptance, the unconditional love that helps us relax, chill, make peace with where we are, and eventually let emerge this quality of presence that removes the blocks of actions one more time? That's how we walk, one step at a time. So what do we do that works? What do I do that works right now? I just voiced what was going on in me and it worked. Give me space for just allowing to breathe, to chill. Now I'm curious. I know I have many other things I want to do today, and I'm curious where the energy is going to lead me. What is going to be the next move, and I don't know. But I think what I'm quality of presence I'm touching right now is that I'm more open and more confident that I can finish up this video and check where I am after finishing this video, and that I'm more confident that I will know what to do next, and if for some reasons things are again a bit more uncomfortable, I might have more clarity. I will have more clarity. I'm trusting that I will have clarity to what I could do to feel a bit better. So right now I feel quite good. I feel maybe a little bit, still a little bit, both curious and slightly anxious about what's going to happen next. But I like the idea that being anxious is praying for what we don't want. So I like that I can choose to focus on what is it I want. This question has been asked for me several times, and I'm asking this question very often. And sometimes there is also things that are in a way of getting clear about what we want. And this is a topic I'd like to work on. And actually, that's part of the things that I have on my routines, which is to write my goals. What is it I want, and then read it again. So I'm going to do that thing next. Thank you for helping me finding the quality of presence that's removed the blocks of action one more time. What works for you? What do you do that helps? What do you do that works for you when you want attention, support, or connection? If you want to share in comments, welcome. I hope those words of mine are helpful to you. If you want to let me know if they are, or if you want to let me know if they are not, please feel free. You're welcome. Bye for now.